So it starts off with a pulley system.
Yes.
I would pull this one side, and then this would lift the little cardboard that's blocking the ball from going down.
And the ball would go down this array of tubes and plastic bottles, go down the incline, which is also my treadmill.
And then this pink ball would hit this tennis ball, which would hit this video CD, which would hit this little chess piece on the mouse, and then
we're connected to the computer, and we're actually Google Hangout calling.
And then radio waves.
Yes, radio waves.
Out of space, and then come back, and then connect to my cell phone.
Right there.
And which is on another incline plane, so it's easier to move down.
And it's on vibrate, so once it goes down the incline, series of dominoes,
which is an example of a longitudinal wave.
Yes, will hit that plate, releasing all these, which will trigger another ball to fall down, 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 down.
That's caused by gravity.
Yes. And another tube. So we see that the potential energy goes to kinetic energy. Yeah. And over here, it'll trigger this guy, who, through a series of gears and screws, he's wired up and ready to go. Did you hear that? Yeah. Wheels.
And then again, another energy transfer.
Yes.
And then this would hit this, which acts similar to a lever. With this acting as a fulcrum, just because it's holding it, that's the balance point. And then when this goes down, that goes up, and then it releases the ball.
And the ball smashes through this, which is actually connected to this guy over here, and
he's on a zip line.
Yes. And we have weights down here, so the weight, once it falls, it will cause this
weight that's keeping that up.
Yes. Through this tab over here. Zip line down, gravity, gaining momentum, and it shall hit this domino, which will trigger
a bunch of popsicle sticks.
All of these popsicle sticks to fall off since they are resting on one another.
And then we see another incline plane, so the ball can easily move down. And then that ball would hit this checkmate sign because it's a final move in the chess game.
And we see that the queen is about to take over the king. So release that, and gravity will take its course, will accelerate downwards, dragging along these two pieces.
And then the slinky will go down through here, and then you'll see another longitudinal wave, but this time using books.
So we follow the trail of books all the way here, where we have a pulley system, where when one wire goes down, pulley, it'll drag this along with it.
And you'll see that
so we have a change in direction, and
in the next part, there's two types of inclined planes. One is actually like lying down, and the other one is the overall of it.
Yes.
So then it goes.
It continues down the path that we've created. Reaching this cup, and the point of this cup is to act as a trigger for the next part.
It'll bring the tennis ball down with it.
Yes.
And then the tennis ball will, which is
roll
held by
down.
this,
yes.
ultimately will fall down here, which is, it's like on a lever made by a ruler. And then
right
so
here.
the weight of the ball will push this down, and then this will jolt up, and the jolting of this will cause this scroll to, well,
roll
the toilet
down. Yes, the toilet
paper.
paper.
And then that's it.
Yes, that is our Rube Goldberg. So hi, I'm Susan, and I'll be going through the parts that I made. So first off, I made this, which is a bunch of bowls and water bottles, and what it's supposed to do is direct the ball downwards so as to not have a direct path, and lead it down here. And next what I did was this, and so once the ball is triggered by all this ribbon, it goes down this incline, and we have a series of cups and a bowl on the wall, and it will ultimately go down here to the next step. And third, here we have a tower, and this will trigger the zip line, and the zip line will go down, and right over here, which is the next part, we have the popsicle sticks, and there I made my own incline. And here's a checkmate. So me and Afra did this whole book stacking part, but yes, so we did that. Go through here. Here's a pulley system that I created, which will trigger this, which I needed a weight on it so it won't fall off. So when the book falls down, then this goes along with it, and the ball will go down this inclined plane and this pathway that I created out of connects and paper. Ooh. And finally, last thing I did was this cup trigger system, and the ball goes into the cup, pushes it off the side, and this piece of cardboard will fall alongside it, and the ball will be released.
This is Afra. I'm just gonna go through the parts that I built. I built a pulley that will ultimately lead the ball to go down this series of tunnels, and then I built this little thing so that the ball would hit the mouse, and then it would connect to the computer, which would go to the cell phone. And then this is a little path that I built. I connected it to this ball, which would fall down, and it would be connected to all this ribbon, and then that's another part, and then the ball would go through here, and then it would lead to this little dragon. Well, I built this little structure so that this ball would, well, it's so similar to a lever. This ball would hit this part. This next part, the books would fall down. Table. At the end, when it reaches to this part, which Susan's created, this tennis ball would go end up here. I built this, again, it's a lever, as I described before. It would hit this, and then the toilet paper scroll would fall down to the ground. At the end, and the parts that you don't see that we did do are look up YouTube videos just for examples of what types of devices we wanted to use, and other ideas just to inspire some creativity. And we also both looked up the more detailed descriptions of the 6 different types of lever, 6 different types of simple machines and how they work. And we're filming it together and editing it together.